And today is a new day. This must be 16 now. And North Dakota and I have parted ways. This might look like North Dakota to you, but this is actually Minnesota. So we're about just over 2 hours in this morning. And I awoke this morning before sunrise and looked out the window. And as often is the case, I didn't really know where I was, except really sound in an unfamiliar town. But I saw a flag whipping in the breeze, and I thought, gosh, I sure hope we're pointed south right now. And indeed, overnight, that wind, which was whipping out of the east and southeast yesterday, swung around 180 degrees and is now coming out of the northwest. You can probably hear it's blowing pretty good here today again. That, my friends, is a tailwind. It's pretty sweet. So, round number 12 of Jay versus North Dakota went my way. I zipped through there at about 19 miles per hour on the way through the state. So, it was like that Rocky and Apollo fight where I went the distance as Rocky. But the judges were unanimous in that North Dakota won that fight. It beat me up pretty good. I'd say the average score is probably about 118 to 110. I guess I like that analogy. I brought it up a couple of times. The only thing that doesn't fit is the nickname. I'm nothing like the Italian Stallion. My boxing name would have to be the Swedish Meatball. Belly going here. Probably have about the same defensive tactics as Rocky, which is to stand there and just take it. But through North Dakota, we crossed the Red River in Grand Forks. Didn't stop to shoot any video there because Grand Forks was surprisingly busy. Rolled right through campus, University of North Dakota. Saw the Engelstad Center, nice looking hockey arena. A lot of other parts of campus. It's a nice beautiful morning again. A few clouds keeping it cool. And let's see, crossed the Red River, which was flowing north. And our sights today are set on Lake Itasca, which is the headwaters of the Mississippi, which of course flows south. So somewhere between there, we've got another one of those divide things where water flows north or flows south. I doubt that it'll be as impressive as the east-west divide that we had back in Glacier, but we'll keep our eye open for it. It'll be really big. But if this wind stays where it's at, I'm a pretty happy guy because today it's east and south. So if it stays right back there in the northwest, we'll take that every time. So let's get rolling. Okay, still zipping across Minnesota with a pretty good tailwind. Thought I'd take a little picture. This is about the fourth one today. Off to the left here, there's a little honey production going on. And while there haven't been too many bugs along most of the trip, every time I get near one of these, I'm seeing an awful lot of flying insects nearby. And I go, ah, Jesus. I've not been stung, but I just took a bumblebee right to the eye, to the sunglasses. And I shouldn't have said bumblebee, of course that's a little honeybee. But, yeah, I think we're pretty well through that swarm. You can still see a couple here and there. I don't know if they came through on the camera for you or not, but that was a good one. Anyway, clouding up might give us a little rain here. Just fine with me. We're buzzing along about 18 and a half, 19, depending on how the wind feels. It's nice and cool out, so we ought to be able to get quite a few miles in today. Alright, here we are on day 16. We are 5 hours and 10 minutes into the ride today. I thought I'd pull over because I see some harvesting going on. And I was big field. Looks like it's about a mile long. You can see they've got 2 combines out there, plus a third tractor and bin. Seems to be acting as a gopher over here. And we got 2 trucks out there. It sure looks like a third one coming in right now. When I was a little kid, I really wanted to be a truck driver or a farmer, so as you can imagine, this little scene right here is really tickling my fancy, as you might say. As for the ride today, well, I have myself a beautiful tailwind. At 5 hours and 10 minutes in, we're at mile 90. So compared to yesterday, we are just flying. But I do believe yesterday took a little bit more out of me than I had originally known. I had a little trouble staying comfortable in the saddle here today. Had a little sore spot develop in my right hamstring yesterday. That's still kind of bugging me. And I think it's just owing to yesterday being 9 straight hours of grinding without much of a break. So I think this afternoon I'm just gonna stay high on the bars, take it nice and easy, let this wind push me on down to good old Lake Itasca. It's probably about end up being a longer day, but it'll be all right with this wind, as long as this wind doesn't change. Knock on carbon fiber. So anyway, hard at work out in the fields here. Time for me to get back to work on the bicycle, because you know this is like Okay, we're off the highway for just a second. We're buzzing through downtown Clearbrook. Nice little town, got a bank. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Hi there, Hank. That's not me singing, that is elevator music being played up and down the downtown streets.